Do you find yourself paralyzed by the fear of starting a fitness journey? It's a common feeling, the fear of the unknown, the fear of discomfort, the fear of change. Fitness, like any other journey, can be daunting. The fear of pain, the fear of injury, the fear of looking foolish, the fear of failure, even the fear of excessive sweating. These are all real fears that many of us experience when we think about embarking on a fitness journey. But here's the thing, these fears, while genuine, should not hold you back. They should not stop you from reaching your full potential, from being the best you can be. Because fitness is not just about looking good or being physically strong, it's about feeling good, about being mentally strong. Today, we will walk through the process of overcoming these fears, one step at a time. Because the first step towards overcoming fear is understanding it. And that's exactly what we're here to do. Pain can be intimidating, but did you know it's a natural part of growth? Now let's delve into the fear of pain, which is quite common among fitness beginners. When we talk about pain in fitness, it's essential to distinguish between two types. There's the good pain and the bad pain. The good pain is what you feel when your muscles are worked out and are growing, often referred to as muscle soreness. It's a normal response to unusual exertion and is part of an adaptation process that leads to greater stamina and strength as the muscles recover and build. On the other hand, bad pain is a sign of injury. This includes sharp pain, pain that doesn't go away, pain that occurs both during and after your workout, or pain that affects your daily activities. It's your body's way of telling you that something is wrong. Now, how can we manage this fear of pain? Firstly, know that muscle soreness is a part of the process. It signifies that you're pushing your body out of its comfort zone, which is necessary for growth and improvement. However, to avoid the bad pain or injury, there are several strategies you can employ. 1. Always warm up before workouts. Warming up increases blood flow to the muscles, which can reduce muscle stiffness and lower the risk of injury and muscle strain. 2. Take rest days. Contrary to popular belief, rest days aren't slacking off. They are an important part of the training process as muscles need time to recover and grow. Overtraining can lead to injuries, which are definitely a source of bad pain. 3. Use proper form. Incorrect form not only hampers your progress, but it can also lead to serious injuries. So, make sure to learn the right techniques. Fear of pain is natural, but remember that fitness is not about torturing yourself, it's about growing and improving. Pain can be managed and minimized and should not be a deterrent to your fitness journey. So, let's embrace the process. And remember, no pain, no gain doesn't mean you push yourself to the point of injury, but rather to the point of growth. Remember, fitness is not about torturing yourself, it's about growing and improving. Injury is a valid concern, but it's not inevitable. When stepping into the world of fitness, the fear of injury can often loom large. It's understandable. After all, no one wants to end up on the sidelines nursing an injury. But it's important to remember that injuries are not the inevitable result of working out. A crucial part of preventing injuries is prioritizing proper form. Whether you're lifting weights, running, or doing yoga, using the correct technique is key. It's not about how much you can lift or how fast you can go. It's about doing it right. Proper form ensures that the right muscles are engaged and reduces the risk of strain or injury. Another integral aspect of staying injury-free is taking safety measures. That could mean using the right equipment, warming up before a session, cooling down afterwards, or even knowing when to take a rest day. Safety measures are not about being overly cautious, but about respecting your body and its limits. Speaking of limits, listening to your body is perhaps the most important rule of all. If something feels off, it probably is. Pushing through pain is not a sign of strength. In fact, it could lead to serious injury. Remember, fitness is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's about gradual progress and sustainable habits, not quick fixes. With the right precautions, your fitness journey can be safe and rewarding. Worried about looking foolish at the gym? You're not alone. Let's talk about that fear of looking foolish. We've all been there, stepping into the gym for the first time, feeling a bit like a fish out of water. It's a common fear, but remember, everyone starts somewhere. Even the fittest person in the room had a day one. Mistakes, they're part of the learning process. You're going to fumble with the equipment, you might even trip over your own feet, but guess what? That's okay. It's part of the journey. And I assure you, everyone else is too busy focusing on their own workouts to pay attention to yours. And let's say someone does notice you messing up. More often than not, they're not going to laugh or judge. They're likely to empathize, remembering their own first days, and they might even offer a helping hand. The key is to focus on your own progress, not what others might think. Compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to who someone else is today. In the grand scheme of things, looking a little foolish is a small price to pay for the benefits you'll reap from regular exercise. Improved health, increased confidence, and a sense of accomplishment are all well worth a few awkward moments. Your fitness journey is about you and your progress, not what others think. Fear of failure can be paralyzing, but it doesn't have to be. It's a common misconception that failure is the end of the road, the ultimate defeat. But let's take a moment to redefine what failure really is. In the realm of fitness, failure isn't about not being able to lift the heaviest weights or not finishing first in a race. No, failure is simply a sign that you're pushing your limits, testing your boundaries, and that's where growth happens. Imagine if a toddler, learning to walk, decided to give up after the first fall. They would never learn to walk, let alone run. We must adopt the same mindset when it comes to fitness. Now, setting realistic goals is crucial in overcoming the fear of failure. It's about understanding where you are and then determining where you want to be. Let's say you've decided to run a marathon. You wouldn't just lace up your shoes and run 26 miles on your first day, would you? Of course not. You'd start with a shorter distance, gradually increasing it as your stamina improves. But what if you don't meet your goal? What if you fall short? Well, that's where the magic happens. Each setback is an opportunity to learn, to grow, to become better. Maybe you need to adjust your training plan, maybe you need to focus more on your diet, or maybe you just need a little more rest. Whatever the reason, it's not a failure. It's a lesson. It's all about perspective. Instead of seeing failure as a dead end, see it as a detour, a chance to explore a new path on your fitness journey. Embrace the process, relish the challenges, and remember that every step, every drop of sweat, every moment of discomfort is bringing you closer to your goal. And most importantly, be kind to yourself. Fitness is not a race, but a lifelong journey of self-improvement. Celebrate your small victories, and don't let the fear of failure hold you back. Remember, the only true failure is not trying at all. Sweat is just your fat crying, don't let it stop you. Now we dive into the fear of excessive sweating. It's a common concern, but let's put it into perspective. Sweating is as natural as breathing when it comes to physical exertion. It's your body's built-in cooling system, working hard to regulate your temperature during a workout. So when you break a sweat, it's a clear sign that your body is engaged, you're burning calories, and your metabolism is kicking into high gear. It's not a symbol of embarrassment, but rather a badge of honor, a testament to your hard work and commitment. Remember, no one has ever drowned in their own sweat. It evaporates, it disappears, but what doesn't disappear is the progress you make, the strength you build, and the confidence you gain. Don't be afraid to sweat. It's a sign of hard work and progress. Overcoming fear is a journey, not a destination. Let's recap what we've covered today. We've navigated through the fear of pain, understanding that discomfort is part of growth. We've addressed the fear of injury, highlighting the importance of proper form and pacing. We've conquered the fear of looking foolish by reminding ourselves that everyone starts somewhere. We've tackled the fear of failure, encouraging the acceptance of setbacks as stepping stones. Finally, we've weathered the fear of excessive sweating, reinforcing that it's a natural and healthy part of exercise. Each of these fears can be daunting, but with understanding, patience, and perseverance, they can be overcome. And remember, it's not about being the best, it's about being better than you were yesterday. Remember, your fitness journey is about growth, not perfection. Don't be afraid to start. Hit the like button if you found this video helpful, and subscribe for more fitness tips and advice.